Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey. I'm That Resolves, and today we're going to be taking a look at some Unseen. So again, I nicked this list off all the A's on Eternal Warcry, and I was looking to do some Unseen anyway, because I know that someone reached out to me and said that they wanted to play a style of deck like this, but I did advise them that perhaps the Argenport expedition list that we looked at a couple of weeks ago might be a little bit out of date by now, but I know that people are running around with the Unseen list. I'm not sure how the Stranger matchup is. Every time I've played it, it's felt sort of one-sided to one of the players regardless of the deck they're on, so maybe it's just like a really 50-50 kind of matchup and it's just swingy. If you get like a really good hit with Outcast elites, you can definitely make the game end very quickly when you're just making like, I don't know, double damage Unseen commandos, because the Stranger deck does struggle against flyers sometimes, especially ones with quick starts. So one thing you'll notice is we are playing Fearless Crescendo as our market spell, but we're not playing the full suite, which is probably fine because we don't really have the options to be dipping things in and out. It's only really a one-way street when you're playing with these spells. But we do have access to a nice bit of synergy, which is the Resounding Shockwave, which means that you do get to do the sort of the force of will effect that you get to do when you're playing dragons, where you're just able to deal 2 to kill something, like and change a card into an Unseal or a Backlash. Here we get to change it into Resounding Shockwave, so we can Fearless Crescendo one of our opponent's units to give it flying, and then we can Resounding Shockwave to stun it and any other flyers. So this Shockwave I think is going to be really good against dragons, buying us a lot of time, as hopefully we're going to be playing this on the turn that we kill them, so it doesn't really matter about the time it buys, but if we're on a bit more of an even game, we can get ourselves to get those 2 swings in, like what you get with Crystallize. Can make it cheaper by exhausting something, which is, it's nice if you're able to Ghostblade into this, because then you get to attack the next turn. But yeah, for now I'm kind of happy. I do like the Wind Conjuring as well. This can get you out of Permafrost, anything that would be a stun effect. So the big 6/7 dragon that stuns something, get it out of being stunned, and then you're able to swing in, which is nice. Again, Vanquish, maybe this was like a bit of a stealth buff where it got changed to a free cost because now you can fetch it with the Justice Market card. I love when a plan comes together. And then the standard just like 2 for 1 Makkar Shadow, and then the Bloodletter when you just really need to gain them lives or just get that second skill, because second skills is something that we kind of care about because we do have like the Reborn Master. Okay, we've just got the Ghostblade Outcasts. This is a kind of understated card, but this really makes the deck tick as it's able to pass on like an additional ability, which does make things like our Reborn Master a little bit better, as well as being able to gain you some lives against any more aggressive matchups. But we do have the Switchblade Deadeye in here as well, which I've been kind of impressed with. This gets really nice when you're able to give it like literally any other skill. So just like Tranquil Scholar is a way. We're able to do it with Crescendo, but for the most part it is just going to be using the Outcast Elite to give it that. And then a 4/3 with any battle skill, kind of good for 2. Bisma is good. I'm very happy with this as a card that we can play now. This used to cost 4 and then it got buffed to 3, but didn't see play because it was only really thrown at the time. But now we've got Expedition, which is a much lower power level and a much more unit focused format. We're able to really go off with these synergy based decks where maybe Bisma doesn't get removed, and Bisma's got great synergy with Outcast Elite because you are already going to get a skill, and then when Bisma dies, you're able to put that skill onto the Outcast Elite, and then later on, rather tediously, we get to use Vara's Intervention to bring back Bisma and just keep getting those high rolls, just sort of build your own Kaifas. Vara's Intervention as well is a really interesting card because this, I played this at various times. This did get buffed, maybe I don't know, half a year ago or something, to be able to give a unit -2, which actually kills a lot of things. At the time, I was using it just because it gave -1 to Dawnwalkers, and it meant that they never came back. And the other text is just that it's going to give a unit unblockable, which is great for alpha striking, especially if you just get like a double damage. So this works kind of nicely with the Rilgon's Disciple, just be able to finish your opponent off, as well as the final important mode, which is to draw an Unseen from your Void. So you've got this sort of grindy element in your deck. It's kind of cheap. It is better than Dark Return because it's got more modes, but it's not in that it's not going to make your threat bigger. But yeah, let's go out to the ladder and see what we can do. Again, Master's Blade, good card. Also kills all the big strangers, so. Okay, well, we do have like some power here, but I think we are probably going to redraw this. I guess we get to Sig Power, so we do have like the 2 drops going on into the 3 drop, but yeah, I think we probably do need to redraw this, just sort of get something a little bit more exciting. And well, this is kind of what this deck's all about, just like playing Outcast Elite. So I will do this. That's one of the draws, so we could just like, yeah, drew the additional power, so kind of okay. Not sure what opponent's on. Stone Scar. Yeah, okay, so opponent's playing the Sacrifice deck. Playing an Aegis threat could be pretty nice. And I'll be able to play these, and they will get like a second ability, which means that they are free freeze for 2. There was some setup involved in that. Okay, opponent's going for the Vara's Favour, which is fine, I guess. We'll probably, because we've drawn the 4th power, we're just going to play Bisma, and then next turn we get to double up. Okay, Life Steal's nice. I kind of tempted to not attack there because they popped the Aegis. I feel like they've not got the market spell just to be able to trade, because that is a real good trade if you're able to get it. Yeah, Purify's annoying, but we're going to get to double Reborn Master. Actually, let's play Rilgon's Disciple. So if our opponent plays something that we can Master's Blade next turn, we can put it onto Rilgon's Disciple. That'll give it 2 abilities, got double damage plus deadly. And then we'll be able to... Oh, okay, that's one you want to kill, that's fine. I think, well, Bisma's been silenced, which is kind of a shame. But I think that we will do this because it gives us double damage here. Let's just get in for a lot of damage. So opponent does have a fast spell. Okay, we are getting Outcast Elite here. And then I think we will play Outcast Elite. Play Reborn Master. Might hit charge. Okay, unblockable, which is real good. Well, let's just do this and then we'll just attack for 12. Which seems a lot. Okay, phone's blowing up. Oh, it's just read it. Okay, so they banished our Reborn Master, which is... that's fine. So we didn't get to get in for infinite damages, just short of. Okay, well... Traverse Farm's a problem because it means that our opponent gets to reunite for Grotto Stranger, which is probably what they're getting, unless they're getting Makkar Stranger plus they've got a killer effect in hand, which means they get to kill 2 things. But I think we'll just try and kill Lem if possible. Yeah, let's just do this. So where do we get the most damage in? And this is, well, basically +1/+1 for each battle skill. That'll be 2 battle skills. Kill the thing. Double damage. And then we'll just attack our opponent. Dead you. Nice. Okay, on the play again. Unseen's favourite thing to do, I guess. So, Switchblade Deadeye is kind of stinky in this hand because we've not got a way to give it another ability, so I think we will redraw, and as we saw how powerful that other 2-drop was, I'm going to try and hit towards it. This hand, not best, but we've got a nice 2-drop, 3-drop kind of curve. We're on the play, so we're not quite as punished by being a little bit slower. What could this be? Well, I mean, our play doesn't change here. We'll just play this. We potentially play this and decimate it and then just play our Unseen Commando. Okay, well, say it's fine. Okay, well, in that case, I'll fetch a Shadow Sigil, play Outcast Elite. This would require our opponent either using 2 spells to kill because it's a really powerful threat, or having like main decked Edict, which I suspect that they probably don't. Playing this pre-combat just because we could hit. Could play this just as another flyer. Yeah, playing this pre-combat because we could hit charge. We hit killer, which is kind of effectively the same thing. But I am playing this and decimating just so we've got another threat, but we are going to be holding up Finest Hour because it is very possible that our opponent is going to like say this is something. As it stands, I think what we're going to do actually is just use Finest Hour to give this killer. Let us play Edict of Makkar. We'll decimate that. Play Tranquil Scholar. see what skill we get. So we're going to get 2 skills on here. Endurance and... Okay, we don't get to see the second skill. So I guess we want to have a flyer for endurance. That seems good. Add unblockable here, which is good. So let us just... So if we do this, it gives us enough to be able to kill that. And just like gain a bajillion lives. Got a nice restock next turn as well. It's like the 2-1 plus the 2-2 deadly. Okay, so 4-3 is kind of a nuisance. Our opponent is going to make a 2-2 out of that deal. But I'm kind of okay with... So let's play Bisma first. Again, might get charged, might get killer. If it gets killer, that's just like real high roll. Because if it dies, we get to give that to something else. So we've got endurance and unblockable. So this is quite a bit of damage. It's going to be 4 points. If we attack with this, our opponent's very inclined to trade, I'd say. But I'm kind of okay with that. Okay, so they don't want to trade, which is fair enough. I'm going to play this but not decimate. I just want to hit a power drop this turn because I'd like to double deploy next turn. Just like double spelling is really powerful. If Bisma dies, we probably put double damage on here because it's unblockable and then it'll be dealing quite a lot of damage. Our opponent could be playing... Okay, I suspected the market card there, but I guess our opponent is just going for the draw second card off Decimate to be able to go for this. Okay, well, it's still killing our little dude, which is a shame. So let's play Switchblade Deadeye. Okay, so deadly, so our opponent does have to double block, but then they have to kill it. What do we get here? We've got flying. Well... I'm more happy to trade this and just keep gaining lives against the kind of burn deck. We are going to be taking like a bunch of damage otherwise, so... Yep. First that would have been nice. We've still got something back to be able to trade with this, so... Let's play with the elemental. Would like to draw the unseen choice spell, just so we could get back this unseen commando, giving it killer, and that'd be pretty brilliant. Ideally, I want to get killer on this Bisma because then we get to pass the killer around. Okay, we have Blazing Salvoing. Our opponent is potentially going to get the Edict now to kill either Bisma or our Elite. I'm pretty confident that those are the 2 cost spells that our opponent would be wanting to get here. Oh, Cloud Snake Saddle. Yeah, that's fine. So we would take 14 here. Well, I'm not blocking. Okay, well, Argenport Insignia is not quite what we're looking for, but I am going to be trying to race our opponent here a little bit. We could, if our opponent attacks it, which they kind of want to do. Okay, we're just going to go for that line. Okay, that's fair. Okay, we're kind of blocked from attacking now, which is a shame. Well, let's play Bisma. Got like a bunch of skills going around. Okay, so we've got Berserk over there, and we've got Killer over here. Okay, Killer's great news. So we get to kill here. Give this ability here. Kill this. We trade, we get to put the abilities here. And now sadly we only get to deal like 8 damage to our opponent, which doesn't kill them. But... Oh, we've got Berserk. Okay. I was completely missing that we've got Berserk. Attack. Such an annoying interface. Yeah, 16U. That high roll was actually really fun. And then at the end I was just like, oh, I nearly missed lethal anyway, but I was just like, do I just kill the thing? Yeah, Bisma is very nice. Okay, well, on the play, which is pretty huge for us, but we are going to be redrawing this just to 1 power. The new market that is available in Expedition means that we can't actually fetch power from the market, which is kind of a shame, but Oh yes, it looks better. There's potential to want to save Seek Power here because it will give us double damage. But I think we just want a really smooth transition. Actually, no, we'll keep it this way because then we could just play Rilgons into Rilgons and attack them for 4. Uh-oh. Well, one of our boys is getting silenced and, yep, looks like the unseen Commando. Well, playing against Flyers, this is not a deck that we've played against for a little while. We do have the Vara's intervention here, which will give us the option to kill this Cloud Snake if we really want to. And I think that's what we are going to do. So if we kill this before it gets out of hand, and before we have to worry about any unseals or... They've got Kraken for 4, and then next turn we get to Seek Power. We'll probably play the Unseen Commando just like a 2-3, just to attacks and blocks. Well, it doesn't block anymore, but it attacks. Permafrost is fine. We can eventually turn that off, and that'd be a pretty big blowout for the opponent. Let us Tranquil Scholar here, because we get like a decent battle skill in the Unseen Commando, it's all fine. Quick draw, sure, we'll take it. We'll go and fetch a Shadow Source here, and then we get to crack the opponent for, you know, a decent chunk for here. Also, our unit's being small, but having quick draw will be fine because although Storm Tamer's mount is able to get around it somewhat, for now, while our opponent, if they're just leaving back small things, or they're trying to get us with the Swarm, like, you know, the quick spell that makes 2 wisps, then we're kind of reasonable shape. So everything does have skills, which is kind of a nuisance. We're not going to get to Master's Blade anything for quite some time, unless our opponent is playing the... Unless they're playing the Lady Uelo. It's unlikely that our opponent is going to have units without battle skills. But yeah, this is fine. We're not really winning a race by any means, but most of this is kind of anemic unless our opponent gets the Anthem out. Now, the Druid can be a nuisance. I'm not sure if Spell Shaper is still in this format, but this with Spell Shaper is really good. Without Spell Shaper, kind of not so much. But yeah, let's crack in here. Yep. Okay, so our opponent's just playing like mono Storm Tamer's mounts, which is kind of tedious because it is blocking a lot of damage. But still, not super scared. I am going to keep this final power in hand because we don't need it. And if we do draw a Crescendo, then we're able to give something flying and fetch like a Wind Conjuring or a Resounding Shockwave, which would be kind of good. But hey, yeah, if our opponent's just leaving everything back, then they've got like one of these left in the deck. So yeah, the Aegis is going to be mostly relevant here. Okay, well, we've got the Outcast Elite, which is kind of neither here nor there. And we've done like 0 damage with this Tranquil Scholar that should have dealt like definitely like 12 damage by now. Well, let's play Outcast Elite. Our opponent does get to play like the Nibblers for a little bit, plus leave some units back, which is kind of a nuisance, so I think that they will end up winning this battle. I guess they're just going to go for the masteries on these. Okay, well, Crescendo probably wins us the game on the spot. Because we get lethal, but how many does our opponent have? 2, 4, 6, yeah. Plus Aegises. Well, actually I should have played this in case we got charge, but let's see what we catch with the Master's Blade, because we'll be going off here. Well, 4th Tree Elder is kind of nice. So I kind of like Righteous Intent because it gains us... So this, if our opponent has a removal spell, it'd have to be like something like Equivocate or something along those lines to be able to kill this. But if they do, we lose on the spot. If we gain 3 life, how does that set us up? So we go to 9. So we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we don't actually lose a turn anyway unless our opponent's got a Anthem. If our opponent has an Anthem and they don't have a removal spell, we take 2, 4, 6, 8. But I think that the 4th Tree Elder is probably the better pick, because I don't know what removal spells they play. Maybe they're still playing the Grodov's Charm or whatever. But how much do we play if they just have Anthem and we just gain 3? We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So yeah, I think it is probably the 4th Tree Elder, but I think that that's kind of an interesting spot to be in there. So the silence on this was really backbreaking for us, because otherwise we would have had like some sort of interaction that would have kept our opponent back quite a bit. Now our opponent's at 4, and I think that we probably just like all-out attack. If we draw... Okay, so opponent's playing Duelo here, which is fine. I don't think that opponent's going to sacrifice any of their flyers here, because they just get in for like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, maybe they will do then. Going to just get in some damage, that seems fair. This one's nearly at its peak, so maybe... Actually, the Aegis doesn't matter. Let's stop it from them being able to get the muster effect just in case. Because everything's got Aegis anyway, so it's not going to get like double Aegis and that matter, so... So, Vara's intervention, we get to give something unblockable, so I guess we just do that. Yep. There we go, managed to peel it. But I think we did have like a reasonable number of outs, and we could have even gone for like just a space or try and spike charge. Well, on the play here, I've got a really nice curve, so I am going to keep this. I need to consider, do we play Outcast on 1? Just have a threat in play. Or do we save it so we can do some more stuff with Bisma and also potentially... I think just like tickle on opponent for 1 is probably not it, so... I think we'll do it this way, because then we can play Tranquil Scholar, give this an ability, and then we can play Bisma, and then we can determine after we can play 2 Unseens, which is kind of busted. Okay, so that worked out kind of well as well. So now if we get a decent ability, we can put it in here. Reckless. Yep. I think it's worth having a 4-3 Reckless, to be honest. That Reckless is not good. Yeah, you got it, Tiger. Sometimes RNG just hates you. They're just going for it. They're just going to make snap the block here, just to put it on there. I think they may as well. It's kind of greedy, but yeah, I'm here for it. Yeah, let's play Bisma. Then next turn we can play like double Unseen to get 2 abilities. I kind of maybe should have waited on this, but we don't really have many removal spells in this deck, to be honest. So we take out 6, our opponent gain 6, but whatever. Our opponent plays another 2-3 into our 2 turn, would be so cross. Okay, just playing infinite 1-1s to go off here. Also, now that our opponent has got this to have a battle skill, we can't Master Sword it, which is... Well... Oh yes, killer effect. Killer effect, here we go. I think that I'm actually... okay here, just to like double kill her. So we've got Killer Revenge. Oh, yes. Oh, RNG just like completely forgiving us here. Let's put this on here. Because then when it dies, we get to use Killer again, because we've got the Exalted. Oh, yes. This is just absolute filth. Yes. Let's put it there. Why not? It's like 5-4 Killer, just like machine gun. This is like with Carver and Killer, they would like end of last year, I think it was. Okay, well, I guess we'll just play our things. I've probably got a lot of lives to play with, but we've got Reckless Boy. Did we just play Reckless Boy? Yeah, we play Reckless Boy. It's going to get through. The old Unseen Elf. I don't think that this is actually an Unseen. I think that this is literally unable to see because of the whole, like, blindfold, but, yeah, whatever, I'll take it. Oh no! It's deadly, so it's got an ability. Ah, well. We can just not attack with this. That seems fine. Yeah, I'm not trading here. Like, what savage do you take me for? Yeah. Good trade, good trade. play Disciple. Next time we can like double kill spell if we need to, because we've got this. I mean, I promise. No 2-drop for you. Oh, Berserk's fine. Let's kill both things. Aw, my opponent didn't let us do it. Oh well, I've had fun with this deck, so I'm going to go and take it to the deck tech. Okay, so there we have it. This deck was fun. Yeah, I like this. I've liked this player's decks quite a while, so yeah, let's give him a bit of a spotlight. So yeah, take a look at the decks. They're good, and this one was fun. It kind of builds itself, but there are some things that you definitely have to make decisions on, like you mark it, and then just like the actual spells you've got. But yeah, Master's Blade is delicious, and I've just had a lot of fun with Bisma. Now this card costs free. You can actually just play it and other unseen as well. It's not like this is the top of my curve and it doesn't kind of do anything unless I play other things, which is not really as exciting as you want like the end of your curve to be. The end of curve being free, fine, because then you can, on like a later turn where you've got 4 power, play this plus a 1-drop or this plus a 2-drop and, you know, sort of get some effects going. But this with Killer's busted. Just like get Killer, just like machine gun down all of your opponent's stuff. Yeah, I had a great time. Anyway, thanks for watching. Having that resolves, make sure you're washing your hands, and I'll see you around.